Hi guys, welcome back. Today we have Wingstop for you. You want to tell them what kind of wings you have?
Mango habanero and the hickory barbecue.
Did you mix them?
Yeah, I mixed them. They're all going to the same place. So.
Alright, and then I have... You're going to eat some of these too, right?
Am I?
Okay. I have the original hot. These three right here are the Hawaiian. These ones are Louisiana Rub. And then these are the mango habanero. These are my favorite. And then we have carrots and celery, and then some regular fries with the regular fry seasoning.
To drink. Cold Snap by Samuel Adams.
And I'm just drinking a water.
Focus. Okay.
There it goes. Have you had that beer before?
Yeah.
And then we both have ranch to dip. Dig in.
Alright.
Who else thinks that Wingstop has the best ranch? I do. You see how runny it is? It's not like super thick. Probably means it has less mayo in it. Alright, this one is the Hawaiian. These ones aren't really my favorite. I think because they're like a sweet and tangy. This is like something I'd eat with rice. Did you show them one of yours?
Here it is. Mango habanero. And the hickory. So.
There's another Hawaiian.
Good?
We're really hungry, guys. This is our first meal of the day.
This is actually pretty good. I just don't like barbecue. Or buffalo. This is good.
He doesn't like these ones. These ones, the original hot, and then the mango habanero are my favorite. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Nothing that comes to mind, really. You?
I just want to eat. In my last video, I talked about paranormal activity and stuff.
You did.
Do you have any stories?
No.
Or like weird, like things that happen that can't really be explained? Because you believe in that stuff, right? You believe in paranormal, spiritual stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've seen a ghost before. I think I have. When we first moved to my parents, when my parents first bought a house, I was home by myself. I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, and I think I saw a ghost, older woman. It was like transparent, walking from the back door inside the bedroom. which used to be was my bedroom, and then my parents wanted that bedroom, so they moved me out. So then I was like, all right, whatever. I don't want it back.
Oh.
But other than that, no.
What time was it? Do you remember?
It was like midday. It was like.
Oh, it was in the middle of the day?
It was in the middle of the day. Yeah. So.
Wow.
I told you that before, though, right?
Yeah, you did tell me that, but I didn't know it was in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually you hear about that stuff like at night or later in the night. This one is the Louisiana rub. I've never had this one, so I'm gonna try this without ranch. That's good.
Yeah.
Peppery. A little spicy. Not too bad. That's really good. Try one. We got rolls too.
Oh wow. Do you want one?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
We also got rolls. Ooh, they're pretty buttery.
Yeah.
I like how crunchy those are. Because it's the dry rub.
I want to know how many of you prefer boneless wings over bone-in. Because that's like kind of a debate between us. I mean, I think wings should always have the bone in. Angela disagrees.
But like the way people eat them, it just looks so good. Like I would want to eat them. And I do, but I pick at them. I don't eat them like how you're supposed to eat them, clean off the bone and stuff. Do you clean the bone off?
For the most part.
Kind of. You don't really suck the sauce. Like there's people that will gnaw on the ends and just eat everything. It's just the bone. But I feel like you get like stuff other than meat, like
Gristle.
gristle and veins, and that's not for me.
Wow. So it's not so much the bone, it's the other stuff.
The extra stuff that comes with it. Do you prefer the drumettes or the flats?
I like going back and forth. Like having a drum and then a wing. So,
You don't have a favorite?
no. I just like one after the other.
No. Alright, this one is the original hot. Or no.
Buffalo.
This is either the original hot or original mild.
Oh.
I can never remember which one I get, but they're the same, just the original hot is spicier than the original mild. It's just your classic buffalo sauce. I've been wanting wings. Oh, you got ranch on your shirt. I've seen a few other Wingstop Mukbangs, and it made me want wings. So you haven't had any other weird things happen to you?
No.
That can't be explained.
I'm sure I have.
These carrots are sweet.
What happens to me a lot is, thankfully I've avoided a few accidents or close calls because either I'm delayed as far as like driving, or something happens and then I end up avoiding. like, you know, things that could have happened.
Yeah, so like,
For example,
like fate almost.
Yeah. Like, about 5 years ago, I was fired from a job out of state. And I thought it was just like the worst, you know. I was in the middle of the country.
The way you got fired.
Yeah, the way I got fired was horrible.
And the reason why was just ridiculous.
But the place I was working at, there was an accident that happened there. And that could have been me. The guy that replaced me got into an accident. Thankfully he's okay. But I mean, just as one example. What stuff that's happened to me like that?
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Like you, I don't know. With the ghosts and stuff, no, not really.
I'm more spiritual.
I guess I grew up with the family that says don't be afraid of dead people, be afraid of live people, or be more afraid of live people than dead people.
I go by the Bible. Like, yeah, I'm afraid at the time, but when that happens, like when I'm scared that something, like if I sense something of another like dimension, like paranormal or spiritual, I pray and I just tell myself, you know, don't be afraid because you're supposed to fear God. So that's what I pray, and I tell myself, you know, I'm not afraid. I'm more afraid of God than the devil or Satan. Do you remember that time when we were living over by Lexus?
Mm-hmm.
When we were living out there?
Mm-hmm.
And I took a picture.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So I had taken a picture and we didn't notice it. Did I leave it on my camera or did we? I don't think we ever got it printed out. Did we?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
It was a picture of me and Sophia. And I had taken a picture, like a selfie of us. I mean, I think it was left on our camera. And we would pass the camera around, you know, and show the pictures that I would take of Sophia. And in that picture, we never noticed it until your brother noticed it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was clear, right? In the ceiling? It was so long ago that it's hard to remember the details. But yeah, there was a picture of an old lady in the ceiling. It was kind of freaky. I remember I said I could feel like somebody was there because there were times when Sophia would be just talking to somebody. You remember that?
Yeah.
She would just be talking to somebody. And I would always tell myself, oh, it's my grandma. It's my grandma. She was just talking to my grandma, you know. Because she wasn't afraid. And I do believe, and they say that babies and younger kids, they have the ability to see spirits, you know? And so one day I was on my way to my parents' house. This is the mango habanero. I was on my way to my parents' house and Sophia was in the back seat in her car seat and she was talking and she must have been like 3 or 4 years old. And I was like, who are you talking to? And she's like, oh, this lady sitting next to me. Yeah, it freaked me out. And I was like, oh, what does she look like? And she described my grandma. It gave me chills. And I just started crying. Because I wish my grandma was here to meet them, you know? So, that was crazy. Even to this day, she tells me, did she tell you? Just last week, she told me that she saw somebody, like a shadow. Oh my God. Maybe I'll have her in a video and she can tell the stories to you guys of what she has seen. Because when she tells me, it freaks me out. But she tells me that she wakes up sometimes and she feels like heavy, like she can't get up, the only thing she can move is her eyeballs. She can't talk.
I've had those dreams too, though.
It's not a dream.
Oh, it's not?
It's in, like, she literally wakes up. It's called sleep paralysis.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. I looked it up.
Yeah. It's crazy. And, yeah, so she tells me. She's told me a few times that has happened to her. She's woken up in the middle of the night. And, like, she feels like somebody's there, but she can't get up and she can't say anything. And then the last time it happened, she saw, like, a silhouette of somebody in the hallway. Isn't that crazy? Like, in where we live now, she saw that. It just creeps me out. You haven't thought of any more? There was one time when I was living in my parents' house, and I was 13 at the time, and this was right after my grandma had passed away. Now, I would stay the night at my grandma's house like every weekend. I would go to every single weekend. I'd stay at my grandma's house up until she got sick. So her and I were really close. And it was really hard. I had a really hard time after she had passed away. But one night, I was down in my room. I had a room in the basement. And the room next to me, my mom's sister, so my aunt was living with us at the time, and she lived with my grandma before she had to go into an adult care home before she got really sick. So my mom moved her sister in with us, so she was at home next door to me in the next room. And it was late at night. I don't remember what time it was, but all the lights were out, everybody was going to sleep. And then all of a sudden, I see like this bright, like really bright, like fluorescent light just like shine through, and it's shining through the cracks of the doors and the bottom of the door, just shining through. And I'm like, what the heck? And I just froze. I stood still, and it was like kind of flickering at the same time, but it was like really just this really bright light. And then when it went away, you could hear like a wind noise. And next thing so it went away, and I opened my door and I look out and I'm like, what the heck was that? My aunt does the same thing, and she's like, did you see that? And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. What the heck was that? And my mom must have heard us talking and like freaking out about it, because like we didn't know what it was. And my mom comes and she turns the basement light on. And she's like, what's going on? And we tried telling her. She's like, because my mom doesn't really, maybe she does believe in that stuff, but she tries not to, so that she doesn't get scared easily. But we tried telling her what happened, and the only thing I can think of is, like, if it was my grandma, like, because it was recently after she had passed, and you know how they say, like, spirits, when they cross over, like, that can happen, bright lights, like, something can happen. So that's what I was thinking in my head, but I was young at the time. I don't know exactly how that happens or what, so I was just thinking, oh, maybe it was my grandma and she crossed over, you know, because I could sense that it was like something like not on this world. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, but yeah, that happened. And I've always believed that my grandma watches over me as like a guardian angel. Always. And one night I was dreaming. I had a dream. And my grandma appeared in my dream, and she was in a window, and I was outside, and she was like, hi Angela, hi, just like all excited to see me. And then that's all I really remember, but I had that dream. And then that day I woke up, you know, and I was like, oh, my grandma visited me in my dream. She said hi. She was really excited, you know, I got to see her. Because I do believe that the people who have passed that are your loved ones, they will visit you in your dreams. And so I was telling my mom about it, and I look at the calendar to see like what day it was, and sure enough, it was her birthday. It was my grandma's birthday. Isn't that crazy?
No.
That's crazy. I'm eating your ranch. No, I have another one here.
And I'm eating your wings. Wings are...
You're eating my wings?
Wings are nuggets. What are they?
I didn't even see. Which one are you eating?
Habanero.
This one? They're good, huh?
They're edible. They're good.
We had the ones from Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's torture.
Those were so hot. We tried the atomic ones from here. Yeah, remember I got them for you thinking they were gonna be okay? Like, so here's the thing. We like spice. We like spicy foods. But we like to be able to enjoy it. We don't like it super spicy. Like, we can't tolerate super spicy. Like, you can tolerate a little bit more than I can. But we like to be able to enjoy our foods and be able to keep eating and not just take one bite and be done.
So you finished all these. Can I have one?
Yeah. Oh, there's more.
Oh, there is. Because you can tell they're good because she ate them all.
I only had 4 of these out though. I got a party pack, so there's 10 of each of the flavors that I got.
Salty though.
Yeah, these ones are salty by themselves. The Nashville, what's it called? No,
Louisiana rub.
Nashville. The Louisiana rub. They're salty on their own. We ate all the veggies, huh?
Oh, there's more
that's
in there.
correct.
There we go. Is there one food that you really want to try, but you can't find it here? Or a type of food or a food? So I have one.
Like, you mean like from another country or
Or from this country.
like fast food or just
Any food.
I don't know.
For me, it's Cajun food. Like Southern Cajun food.
Southern, yeah, real
Yeah.
Southern food.
I've only heard that it's really good. And they have pie with every meal, after every meal. So, yeah.
I would like to try like some real home cooked soul food.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know how to cook like some of the stuff, but somebody who's been doing it for years and years and has their own tricks, you know, their own flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to try some real, like, greens. Like collard greens. Because I know how to make them. But I feel like they just look so much better when somebody else makes them.
I'm that way with coffee. When somebody else makes my coffee, it tastes so much better.
I'm getting full.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it here.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat these fries.
That was good.
Alright, you guys, we're gonna call it quits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you liked it. Share it with your friends. And we'll see you guys in our next one.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.